Yeah, the Yamiasi, or the Nance watching, your trade median so I'm saying Pensenpensenmu Breno and us, and I'm sure you are aware, say, national organizer for the MPP, era Sammy Awuku, and another pay anybody didn't come. But quick one, road transport operators, there's a press release here, review of public transport fares. Following the recent increase in the price of petroleum products, we have commenced negotiations with stakeholders to determine the appropriate fare adjustment acceptable to all transport operators and the general public. The next round of negotiation has been scheduled for next week, by which time the appropriate fare adjustment will be made known to the general public. We therefore entreat all transport owners and the general public to continue to apply the existing fares and disregard any purported announcement in increase in fares until a new fare is announced. We further request members, commuters, and the general public to kindly cooperate with us for the successful review of the public transport fares. We wish to use this opportunity to inform all transport operators, commuters, and the general public that the precautionary directives on COVID-19 in all public transport vehicles and terminals are still in force. Members and the general public are kindly requested to comply. And is signed Mr. Godfred Abdul Biri, General Secretary, Ghana Private Road Transport Union, GPRT of TUC Ghana, and Mr. Emmanuel Ohene Yeboah, General Secretary, Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council, GRTCC, on behalf of road transport operators. The distribution is to the Ministry of Transport, Ministry of Information, Ministry of Energy, National Petroleum Authority, all press houses, and all regional coordinating directors. So that's it, a release from road transport operators. Anna Yajibria Yakimi Akinkanina Ede Amaono. And quick one from Mianka Samaha for this year, and he writes something here. Charlotte Ufusua says that until I met you, I was my own parent and guardian on the street, but you came around and everything changed. I started having the feeling of how having you as a big sister looks like. The only person who tolerates my stubborn self without thinking twice about it. You have been there for me when no one else was. Sister Ama Onyamin Shrao, God is yet to start with you. You will continue to grow in grace and in favor. Your generation will never lack. My Ama, I don't take you for granted. Cheers to the sister God gave me. Yours truly. Afunide share Ama. So that's from Charlotte Fusua, and she's from Ahafu. Always proud to come from Ahafu. Ama, your chair brought Ahafu Munem Swakudi Buno, but still you are part of us. So Ahafu, so they are enemy dasi. Say, and Opemenu Wakasa, very proud of you. Very quiet woman, excellent woman, all standards. Udu out there need it. Majibre because bravo in a bako, say region bidianka, make country as ako. But Majibre is a for 170 years. Nti Ama Onyame nkonso washim na onyo kese ye de hye baako a onso de ye ko akodum pempenso a nipa nyina eni beso ebe nipa nyina nso fe oba tampa Ama frimpoma mama wachi bi e mo awoda panso akwaba
mejo so amahina kwa binasante
me hu wache
me wache pa ba me hu yes senaja sire wo wanimu a moje di afusane techemada bodwe mu di it gives me hope say ebe
but we live based on hope and faith.
Yes.
Maybe GDN there without GDN faith, you know.
Wakoye ahafuni bishi.
Yeah.
Mama for fidie so dia chia Ghana man na.
Yeah.
Obi ahwe.
Yeah.
Obi ahwe bedwame sense open ya mapetie nsemo ehote. Na wanya bibi abetu botum ankasa ya disua wanya. In fact, my name what TV does, but when you say radio, there, what it does is to educate, to inform, and entertain. And I want to agree, say TV will do same. Now, Badwam there was some could beyond some me and some way. Was some the assumed they count many pa. And you come now, made us. So we did this, oh, not the assumed many pa the qua. Come now, the assumed they count. Now, my men for a few days on some mammy about and chain, a rabbi bony ding. I'm from Poma Juma.
Yeah, we are proud of them.
I'm a yabuna half, no, the Nanko Kauna.
Yeah,
but it's a question Bono do. Yeah, Madame Teresa Kufo Krum.
Yeah.
Mama, happy birthday. CEO for the SIC Savings and Loan.
Yeah.
A wonderful lady. And you were right.
Yeah,
Quiet lady, very reserved, but very effective.
Very
effective. Utieno, or you'll be a Utimina no a fadring.
Yeah.
And I wish her well.
Okay, Sammy, a bit about the party. First 4 years, I became reservations, progress, shortfalls, all those things. I became Ghana force the mandate, Emamo. You are into the first 5 months of your first year, second term, and a lot of issues in Russia here, but as a party, one of them be more reflective, and then you tell government in pass, any do buy, and they be a facile and facile. As a party, first 5 months, it's been cool.
I mean, maybe kind of money and chair or more Sasha. Now, come now, the chair so the NPP as you are at the Bremo, and then Union Momo here in near the 4. And okay, year 2020 elections, and your mum, you know, is party in this one. To win the presidential elections one touch and to win parliamentary majority as a party. Presidential elections, when you may you win in a one touch. Parliamentary majority, so no, we won with the skin of a tooth. Just a very slim victory about the parliamentary seat. But be as it may, I had to say Okobo match. Now when you didn't say you want to win with 3 points, 3 goals. Okobo match you won with 3 points but 1 goal. And it's still a win. Then it gives you an opportunity to build upon Onyema be away to reflect on some few decisions you took as a party, as a government. Now, before you even get there, you need to find out what went wrong, what went right. Baby, I did 2 years on a year. Baby, on my baby, I'm fine. Share no so we could see saying, and then your money be one so in general as a party, as also know how I conduct it. And on December, a year NPP Emmanuel Koneti, but you could be a year the Safomafo led committee. Omo report brain 2 days ago. About 5 months of intensive engagement with all the constituencies across the country. And then I face also taking memoranda from Omwa, not more teaching, but almost also from where they sat, how they saw it, and then what they heard. Yes, and some critical minds from other stakeholders within the party. And see, I feel almost the National Executive Committee of the party is yet to formally deliberate upon. Now, yes, also know where we got it wrong, we will right those wrongs going into 2024. And again, let's also know as a party how we need to conduct ourselves going into 2024. Political parties are formed to win elections and also to implement policies and programs. Badwam or minor etimi akonenim and asset. That notwithstanding, political parties also know a creation of the society. Because a nipa no formal party, Brano, you listen to the people, then you make amends going into the future. So if you ask me, party, we've now received our report, we'll go through it. Again, the national leadership of the party over the last 3 months, we've been engaging the various regions. Yes, so we have pro across several constituencies. In fact, we've done 13 out of the 16 regions of Ghana. Yes, so even though Safmafo led committee here Omojuma, yes, so as a national party, yes, you see actually as a court to engage our people and once again to also thank them for almost also performance that they put up going into the election. Master, even collating your results enough. And it took a very formidable political party like the MPP within 4 hours after polls to make sure that we had almost all our pink sheet.
Okay,
and that,
so
that
on the Safomafo report, report to the culture more ups and down, just like the Kwesi Butcher report. So mobile report to public.
We've never published our report. In fact,
but no more insisted no more insisted in this in your Kwesi Butcher report.
No, there was a leaked report, and at the NDC said that is not the report. And Ghana Force said that's not the report, and they published the actual report.
So if we also
that was the basis of the conversation.
So the basis here, per what you are saying.
Yes.
You need leak reporter.
And for us, and I begging to leak the report, and I'll tell you why. NBB has some tradition and a culture. None of our report has ever been leaked or made public.
But the NDC continuously has said that report so-called.
But you yourself, you spoke on that report, said this report in the NDC focus and no crack. They should come with the original. Because you yourself, you spoke on that leaked report.
So in your case, you don't make it public.
On your program, on your show, and on assembly.
On Momo case, in the money, the public.
Yeah, no, I have told you. It's not a report we make it public. Dr. Heyman reported here after 2008, and also chronicle event that occurred, and then what as a party we could do right, and again what as a party necessarily we could strengthen Sanya Manibino. Yeah, we built upon it. We did go by the recommendations, and then Yamen Chadia, they called capture power in 2016.
If I may know more corruption.
Again, yes, I was West.
Yeah.
Ogon by elections. And there was another committee of the party internally. I'm telling you today to also investigate the happenings and what went wrong, what went right. And also report was never made public. This report too, just like all other reports, you printed one. When we print one report,
also been a print here.
But there was some solid inbuilt structures. In fact, I give you an example. The Heyman report, I don't know after 2008 DNI. And we supervise for them to delete all traces from the computers from the edge. And the one report that was printed was kept by the party's general secretary on behalf of the party. And ADN also have one report penny are printing. And we've made sure that they've cleared every tool they used in the compilation and the processing of the report. And the party has subsequently supervised. Someone who says, oh, Sammy, there's so bit me keep you copy. We have our own ways of doing it. And we make sure that everything cross and also containing traces of it, we've destroyed it. In this report, and you one. See, the general secretary to keep it on, and none of it has leaked before. The other general secretaries before John Boydu and under John Boydu near their money and leaky. We print one because when there's a leakage, it can only come from one source.
I see.
Sana, yeah, but we have programs for the year. In Saprobona, we are also engaging our base to excite our base to once again to rebuild the party after an election. We go through this cycle. For instance, by July, you have constituency delegate conferences. By August, you have regional delegate conferences. By November, you have national delegate conferences. Until the constituency delegate conference then started July. If they are proposed amendment, more person regional delegate conference consider, they bring it and also sponsor those proposals on regional delegate conferences. Then what regional delegate conferences will also put together, they sponsor it during national delegate conference. Okay. If there are amendments to the constitution, and then we publish that amended part of the constitution in December. Then you can have a constitution. In January, you can start a year polling station elections. February, you do electoral area coordinators elections. March, you do constituency elections. April, you have your regional elections. Then in June, then you have the mother of the elections, which is the national.
The only guy I only try to speak all the time, you be your so also in leaky. Now, the management of Ghana proper.
That's right.
Majority say what ye juma sikasama tobaha ofa ha say uti ha si ha galam say akaka boso ye ho chire ye sa ye ho chire no What is government doing about it?
Mehmet now will show you so. And pretend it. Say Ghana food na wato. And the president himself always indicates that these are tough times, not for Ghana alone, but for the world economy. Abusia, me no te here kwabna sante, and no na me ye research kakra. Ewo internet so. Now I came by these two articles. Bako actually from the BBC's website. Coronavirus, how the pandemic has changed the world economy. And away so yeah, an economist explains what COVID-19 has done to the world economy. We know from the World Economic Forum for website. And making muno, I related it to the Ghanaian situation. My global linear memory. Sikasem ayedin ama mama nyina. And Ghana is no exception. Yet the Akradebia and Yebetimi Abubu and Crown more is that Africa name no yenyare esuni entiapo. And na COVID nesa beka ho. Nti mo obesu akomonim akopemmoa mpokwa sankofo na mu no esu aba omo de. Nti any attempt to even pretend say niememu enyedin, be it in Ghana, be it in Africa, and be it in the world, no, na me trofo. But then, when you have managers of the economy giving you hope and drawing a path of growth and prosperity, it gives me that confidence. But people say 2017, 2018, 2019. Kona Santo me be adwen say anya no na Ghana take you off. At least na ahotire no ente now. But there was also expected say after the COVID, post-COVID economies now we're going to be in tatters. Osha, apart from China, our growth of 2.3%. Almost all the world, almost all the countries in the world, almost register positive growth in 2020. Inti a chow pefe say a near memuno ayeding. Mamemao, an industry like the hospitality industry, where people come to live in hotels, no more, and it's linked to tourism. Because okono kwa kwahwe na niso a oyo obeda hotel bi obi be no aduane ama no obi be clean ho ama no obi be yese. Now for 2020 and about 98% of people not traveling because obi under the insertion in the frame, people were thinking more about health and safety. Because how were hoteliers going to pay these workers? And many of them had to sack employees because you know they be kwa kushemu no emma and a nipa me da hon when you be the tuaka. I'm ever called the educational sector, and this was through no fault of the Ghanaian government. Second one, me they all call educational sector. 2020 was a bad year for even the educational institutions, especially the privately owned institutions. Edu bebe na mo kra mo ka bi ma senka ban kra na empe bibi emo because the students need to fie omo nko no maba. Say oba na otua school fees. Wama teacher for no eden ye tiomka. And to even some of them on pokra no na sebe eyebusa na bi omo akogye kra de ayom school. Banks for chesium, the workers and the employees of these institutions and also no education institutions had to suffer. But they all call the entertainment industry through no fault of the Ghanaian government and the world. Sa yare we no obi na ekon hem ye o se obi na ko bie bibi o obi te ha se obo kube ohun plane muda eso yade fi China ababa bekam. In the entertainment industry, nkofo na prepare for events, for shows, for say people had to cancel their events, and in many instances they had even made down payment. Your musicians in Kobo shows because the people are not there. Your actors and actresses ain't been koyisini. It's as the people won't even go and watch when it comes to premiering. Into all these things in Bekambum, na me catch you say Hakuna Matata, Niamaya, Namibwa. But this government has proven over time that it's a government that can live up to its challenges. And until the be started fix the country, I don't begrudge them. And I think I share in the sentiment of the youth. But Niamame hope and say this is a government that has proven over time say obey the amount of
that cannot be.
And I'm going to give
that
you
cannot
instances.
be correct.
No, I'm giving you instances.
Correct.
So let me give you the instances. If you're saying that cannot be correct, your baba and this abaya kofa to win levy. I'm mature. I say yeah twice a year. More raising issues with it. The government of Ghana says, and Nana Akufo-Addo say there be a month for no already almost so. It's sad the woman saying yeah they buy entry sign. But they will call first aid kits. More media for this CSOs. A boom say ne born here day. A buying and Shana DVL for and this one on Montreal sign. A buying intervened. Under COVID, when our healthcare professionals and those are the front line, and near day and not just so cross over Kwejuma, government had to motivate them with incentives and support. This is a government in 2020. And Rana and not Sebe, Yadia Kun Yedinsione Semana and a sanitizer. In so many pan the board and crunching to be. I buy so there, Sekaka war away your coffers and crying for my mom for free water. And then yet to obey you are buying cars and ye chamun and kotiaka, or see a bit me to be out to us and obey Nimuana is some way I drew ye no besako. But they will call the 88 to 100 plus hospitals at President promised. Or can say in a year, can obey one, the papa one, these hospitals would have been finished. And I can confidently tell you and on my heart, saying yes, Obi say, I have cross-checked with the consultants and the secretariat at area hospitals in Wejuma. Say each and every single hospital, awarded these contracts. But the problem was that they've used the entire year, one, to be doing feasibility studies, two, to be checking the suitability of the site, three, to be going through the paperwork and the contractual agreement and the processes. And at three, the funding.
But Sammy, why do you tell me this? But why do you tell me this?
Why?
Why? Delete that one.
Why did I?
Government has an intent to put up 88 hospitals.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
The delays and the
delays is important because
but the reasons being
media,
given for the delay is not something that I think the two of us.
So you think that the narrative should not be clear?
No, but the point
people need answers.
No, but the point
people need answers.
But the point is that 1 year to do what you're telling me.
So I'll tell you why. You ask the assemblies to bring suitable sites. Citing a hospital, with the greatest of respect, is different from citing a radio station. Hospital, you are even checking even the texture of the soil. And so we check where the hospital is going to be situated, a flood prone and even earthquake prone zone. As I said, the work from the Banoman so down, as I say, and a bank litigation. Some of the assemblies sites on the Bayano, maybe were rejected. Afeyama on the new ones. Obey no, obey due diligence. I check saving site. No cry odiano. You know the land tenure system even in our country. It's in yes, a bind to inaction. But the then said from next month, a bind is going to begin the process because they are done with much and many of the paperwork.
But why does it take government who has all the power a year to go through this process?
But only Nipan a year, Juma. Or mine, a cognosance until baby, I will take and as much of fear coin. But baby, I'll take your bunny a castle and one being here, flew ban away here, may ready. If I see a day of honor, a hospital. Into 2 feet on my because what do you mean? None when I'm better now. Near Casa assassin Pocrano, correct documentation. As I buy no watching, no, at least Anya no be any hunty as so no credit or my idea, as Renny bit me as Reno, and as I see a copy baby for. I am not giving these as excuses for the delay.
Exactly my point.
But I'm telling you, sir, it's not that government folded its arms. It's no obey at the BB bar, and we being answer respectfully. We engage each other near training panels.
So the 88 is work in progress.
Well, it is work in progress. Some we've cut sword already. Some are a bit more honor so a fee and a buy by the next month. And I can tell you confidently, all the contractors say you're on background check, who on more or baby day. But I no engineering was or the car. Or the contract in your command now, only capacity. It is any money and you cannot, as a government, say, oh, don't want kwakushim, or my name could see this hospital I have for Ridium. Now, a could do ya, say, Sikasemo may dream, may die banquet, not banquet. No. Into all we want to do is we need to get it right. But again, because I'm saying the whole bad, the various issues that has been raised. Look, and then maybe I'm a cancer, but I suspect either it's been twisted or not properly explained. Me say, the reason why I will support the Akufo-Addo government any day, and I say, it's true Rome was not built in a day. The builders of Rome, then we are building materials and Rome will be built. And once this government is committed, and they made day about say, yeah, me president, me vice, and me executive, ya ket you akra me entum afia ye wo. And again, also ensuring say, Ghana for ket you omogeno, yeah, and slash it. Me don't go South Africa. Almost slash the salaries of workers. Nigeria is considering same. But Ghana, Anya Abano is helping say, yeah, na yen cry on my may can be so. I have been on the street before as youth leader and in opposition to with the Alliance for Accountable Governance. I don't want to pretend say all is well. But near can say it gets to a point, sometimes you ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can also do to support your country in this need.
But you get to that point. Bra, or my nankasa should be quite encouraging and quite patriotic and sacrificial.
That's right.
And son, what you may get to that point where, but it's your mind. If we look up to never be
a free water by and patriotic, and sacrificial. You're intervening for our health professionals and more incentives at the point and now Kwabna so who basho sukrana or sanitizer. So saying buta.
That's correct.
Would be shagun every two no a paranoid. How much more the person was seeing blood every day?
That was an intervention for a purpose and for a situation.
And but so those people no say government and the change.
No, but I'm saying perfect. No doubt about that. Yes. Those interventions, unique, super.
Yes.
No doubt about that.
Exactly.
Great. Beyond these interventions, we are in COVID times.
Exactly.
Nations are still going up.
Nations
are still making it.
Still, the cases are also rising.
No
in many
doubt
countries.
about that. In fact, for India, it's another hell.
It's a hell.
So, but still, nations are making it. Why can't we be part of that nation? Also, about breaking in the midst of COVID. And we always want to do like COVID na bad yeah. Abai omodimbo yeji tumsa asweni. Afraid the old COVID no. For you be a kata onima.
First of all, I have admitted, sir, we have a huge challenge globally, continentally, and locally. Because the world economies, they interact. Remember, example, you work with a lot of freight forwarders as a person. First, Ukraine mananka or the bar, it be 3 weeks now. He says 3 weeks in bar, yes, our quarantine will poneso for 2 weeks. Or my in 2 weeks now is this one. That vessel operator. And then there will be other charges. Other charges. You don't think will be passed on to the consumer. It will.
It's passed on all.
It's passed on. Now, you true no fault of me. Maybe the final consumer, but I'm bearing the brunt of crisis. In two cases, Obi hiding behind COVID. Then you are making it seem like say, near maybe NC, but then we are finding convenient excuses. But some freight are them. It's part of the reason why Niamani be brain no bono ecoso. If you walk cry, you won't get it. For instance, lubricant. Someone was telling me yesterday, Madam Bagvia, he deals with Sammy, ye pebicra supplier, ye because one more de bebano, say them. And Usha Canada, Usha South Africa, Usha US, Usha UK, Usha many countries around the world, from Asia to the Pacific to Africa. Unemployment is shooting up over the last 1 year. And expected because se nipa no me only guest house. Now say nipa me demo. I cannot continue to keep that 15 people who work in that guest house. Maybe 10 will have to go and I'll have to remain 5. But I said something and make say in spite of all this, yesre abayan fa homaswani ani omokasa. Ni abayan guso aye communicated to the rest of the world and Ghanaians in general. And they say yes so ye let's believe that once again, Nana Akufo-Addo and the MPP will get us out of this. The one thing this government doesn't run away from are challenges. Because you're too Obama, you're the Jawa near their swallow. And your woman say, you should tap. Uchuchu Oceano Pano, where beings you necessary. Ebia, what the Kakao, when we are betting your doom. What you choose here, we was our role. You can save some water for somebody, your next door neighbor. Again, Ucha udu baby a roto eyiwa hwim ye twem say bia senki ginampo and ye one city near digo make can also help government e de aboa obi a oye in need kwabna mekani na de aba be so say Me, as someone who has been on the street before, as a demonstrator, as an activist, as youth leader, I will not disrespect any of the issues people are raising. Not one. However, we owe it as a government and a party to also explain and give our side of the narrative.
But Stephen say, I'm triggered, and I believe a lot of Ghanaians are too, on this hashtag Fix the Country campaign. To be clear, we are not asking for government and its officials or affiliates to come on social media with compare the market attitude and be quoting what was done under NDC compared to MPP, writing long posts and status. If you do that, you have lost it. The best thing you can do now is simple. Listen, acknowledge the concerns, then we can all agree to hashtag fix the country together. And he goes for it to say that the fundamental haven't been just right. We are just not blaming one government. So, obi scope no.
I think, sir, one thing I haven't done today, and at this morning on your show, is to apportion blame to any government, to the previous government or to ours. What I am doing here, is also offer some explanation. But it's also important that state institutions are almost also no be formal. They take steps to engage the citizenry. Because President Akufo-Addo alone cannot be a communicator on all networks. We've had rise in the prices of cement. Very germane issue.
Yeah.
From 38 to 50 cedis,
yeah,
51 cedis.
Yeah, 51.
We expect that the ministries, it be a trade, industry, and will also come and say, look, we are engaging these producers of cement. We are also taking into consideration also concerns of my raising. And then maybe as a ministry, as an institution, this is what we're doing. Maybe they have done it, but I haven't heard it. But if they haven't, they also owe it as a duty. Say, almost also no, if we be for the education sector, the ministry responsible, that's what be the energy sector. And for instance, we share the intermittent power outages.
Yeah.
The experience here. Government, as we speak, now we have Pokwase substation, that's our bulk supply point. We share that of Kaswa. Now we share Kumasi to Kintampo transmission line. Government is expecting, say, Achano by September, October, would have fixed issues. It's not a generation issue. When it comes to transmission, it's gridco. Machines are that and are buying Badwam to replace. God is not creating new land. Even the 9 planet.
Correct.
Okay. But what God is creating every day are human beings. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Because he won't cross over. Into every day beyond somebody is born. Sani pana ya wona onyi beka onu na no or sanso aba beka the power a year e wono. Sani pana so ba be yusu bi. Intino once your population is growing as a nation, if you also don't expand your distribution, your transmission and your generation lines, you have issues. And this government is taking that bullet this year. So yes, you're fixing it now, I'm fixing it. So as the population is growing in the serious urban centers of Accra, Kumasi, Takrade, Tamale, and the rest, and across the country, you also have people having reliable power supply. I am convinced the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, this man from day one has proven, say, me papa, upon a Juma 1 a.m. Kwabena Sante, me no, ya cry a mrantie. Me nya sure se bit me yes had na to aso 2 weeks. 1 a.m. Na Kwabena Sante sorry early morning. Ebedu baby cry you break down. But this man breaks his back just to put smiles on the faces of our people. And me sometimes when we disagree with him, it's good for the beauty of our democracy. But when someone too is on the right path, let's encourage him. But instead, let's urge President Akufo-Addo and the government to do more. Senebeya, at least, it will say globally, continentally, but they say, be as soon as you are, yes, Ghana, so locally. When you beat me, I boy. First, now, Obika say, it's fix the country. Or my yeah, all the roads in Ghana. Let me be very fair. But you know a road that has been fixed. And
I know.
Okay. And you be an juma.
But I know people.
But you know one or two people on my juma. So what that means is that ebi akwan bi anana da baby ana wo fa de ko baby me enye. But now say oko fast no yaye. So it shows that we are fixing those roads. Se nipa no kakran
the pace. We've declared year of roads. First term year of roads. Second term year of roads. I thought
the year of roads was 2020.
Yeah, I'm saying year of roads too.
Yeah, and I'm saying the year of roads. Yeah. 2020.
Okay, so I'm saying that
2020. And I'm saying what was the world outlook? Now, one money a casa brashowa, who sanitizer, address it.
No problem.
No
problem. But in himself,
and Wakwata has done very well.
Himself, Uncle declare say year of roads. Declare year of roads.
Obinim say Esumbedu Ghana, and we say last year. Did you ever predict? Apart from Yuntinia born Nenyom Oforian Ponsa. Now, no can say a prophecy no man say 2020.
The year 2020
is Sumbedu Vias. I'm not too sure what he even predicted. Mimi saw as a young man. Adia Bakwa name Niji on that figure because it was declared by Jerry Rawlings. Ghana's vision 2020. Say pass sana na 2020 na Papa J time no maka. Then only a better yeah. Me sure say any of us wanted to see 2020.
Okay, so time to box up one or two questions. Be one worrying factor Ghana pace now in terms of our buying activity money as we speak now boards are not in chief executive, director generals. All these things are not in session. So, Omano, they can't corner iron home, BBB, why is it taking our president, your party leader, such a long time?
First of all, even the appointment of ministers and deputy ministers, it took a while for two reasons. One is to say the architecture of our parliament. NPP too, as a party, we are also not in normal times as a party. We are the super majority in parliament for 2017 January. And the majority we have in parliament, a shave, just a slim. Into your appointment, Biana Mampeni is making sure that he consults broadly. At the same time, during the last term, Eka said it's an Obolo government. The government is oversized.
Yeah, but that's
civil society.
Very true.
The president.
It was.
It
was.
So let me agree. You know why I agree? Because the president said he listened to Nyamomokai. And Watiso. Into President Asleme government, as I said, he has a body suit. Slim. The appointment of deputy ministers, you also have to take into consideration new places we won, places we lost, the regional balance, the gender balance, and also the other Myanmar considerations, SFM, to carefully and to pick the marbles one by one.
Some of these considerations should not let Ghana go at this pace. Well, you don't have all the time for yourself. But these are the engines of Ghana that is
heads of the agencies.
Yeah, but this is what will make Ghana move.
And these heads of agencies haven't been removed, have they?
But they have been given a limitation.
Yeah, but they haven't been removed.
But you cannot act in certain capacities.
And I'm saying, unless you're telling me, it's a CEO saying, I can't say don't act. Every CEO, no.
But whilst you're acting, so you know your limitation.
You know your limitation. Yeah. That's why you have a sector minister. It's the same minister, anyone that makes it difficult. Into the CEOs, the MDs, and
certain decisions in collaboration with the boards.
Yes.
So,
but then it's also innate and in the act of the various institutions where the board is not in place and the sector minister superintends.
Okay, so if you've just joined the Sammy Awuku, national organizer, New Patriotic Party, we are just about wrapping up.
But I'm confident that Mampeni will wrap up on this last phase of appointment.
Okay, so your adopted father, His Excellency Sam Piale, Ochiao. He sums it up. He loves your demeanor this morning. This is how government officials should talk and behave on air. Sammy, keep it up, Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam so chairman. Me mentoa ba ni bi. Me campaign man as well mo ano. Nti na me say me share dem abompae.
So,
but my friend, he's one of the people who also speaks very well.
Yeah.
And has a very good human relation.
So, some people.
I love a sense of humor.
Former ambassador to India.
I was going to ask him what's happening in India. Because I'm saying, your situation on your body, so they are not.
Okay, so because they about text is easy, yeah. The sugar factory. So this one says, okay, from His Excellency Sampiale, Oman kindly wish Prince Lati Opata a happy birthday, and it's from the mother, Mrs. Sandra Mills, and Apostle Salasa died.
Oh,
these
are gatekeepers.
Nana, so for please greet my brother Sammy Awuku for me. A lot of your text messages. Please, I cannot. A lot of your text. But because some people at the Beba, or say Debbie. The Oka can be for the call. I'm not contesting for any.
Okay, and I said maybe fan.
Okay, your agents that work for the party, is there an issue? A lot of the messages.
What is it by agent?
This one says, please ask, what are they doing for the party agents who worked for the party since 2016 to 2020?
I think so. You see, you're quite around.
Some of Brian will be responsible there. Me bufu. You say be comfortable to bufu. Nti men kind.
Oh, kind. So that's the beauty of democracy.
Men kind.
No. That's democracy.
So to be fair.
Okay. But that's his opinion.
Okay.
That is expressed.
Okay. The country is being fixed. We will continue to fix it. Hashtag fix the country starts with us, you and me. Let's stop littering. Stop stealing. Stop stealing school supplies. Stop stealing medical supplies. Stop stealing office supplies. Stop bribing authorities. Stop illegal connections. Pay your utility bills. Maintain good work ethics. Stand by the truth. If only we can change our attitudes towards everything. So I was a stealer, I was a liar, I was whatever, and I voted for you. So you better check yourself. So you came when I was a stealer, and I voted for you in my stealing capacity.
You see, I did my mom an antagonistic crusade. In as much as Obi were the right, also they express it, and said this is for Nipano. How to fix the country. Somebody is saying, didn't I fix the country? So this is what I think, say, yes, we can disagree to agree.
Okay, so
my approach will be different. Okay. Now, can be more
he laughs back at me. Lots of the text messages I can, but is that correct? Yeah, okay, so all
that's
of them.
Like the PRO for the Mampong.
Okay, so hello to Sammy and tell the people of Ghana we are here to serve them. And the president is ready to fix the country. We will also support His Excellency to fix the country.
Amen.
We love the people. This is from somebody at the education, very top rank, but I don't know whether it's a Bunia. He's a doctor there, but so, Sammy.
Madam, say my baby, you know. Yes, I say Ghana for Sana Mampenia Kano. Monimua or Doc Council near Kukudro Council. The president means well. Now he acknowledges, say, and near memoir yet ding. Yes, we are chef, but with encouragement and support, these are not normal times. But yes, let's find solace and comfort in each other. Let's rally around the government and support it. I am all for any issue but gradually, you know, Mijidi said the MPP government will navigate through it and take us all out. Where you disagree with somebody, or your party communicator, or your government communicator, and use the opportunity to explain and the steps we are taking to also help bring down the hardship. And I'm confident that the covenant keeping God will keep His covenant with us. And situation I'm sure that 2021 Christmas day, if we do some now we can at least breathe some new life.
Dr. Che Mensa, did I get correct education? Dr. Che Mensa, let me be sure. Dr. Fred Che Asamoah, rather.
Oh,
I say good morning to you. And then Eddie Ray Mensa message, you know, a lot of the text messages, we cannot go through all this. And Mary, if we say on the 9th of this very month, Sunday, Mother's Day, Adom brands.
Oh.
Something special for you.
Now, my man will say, with the Ghana man now. Yeah. Happy Mother's Day. ya wofo ya dofo ya yerenom ye nuabanom ene wo mo so a sebe mpreduasa omkom kotodwa nimu a wo pe bade ato wo na so Nyankopɔn kai wo may the good Lord remember them at the point of their need na afi sese ti se ne no they can also proudly say mesoso no at least I'm a mother to biologically.
Okay, so ya damu ina masese majibra mati na mahwebi ya meka se na me ya Adom na Friday we are meeting here. Sammy Awuku was my guest. Me don't mind the common. Thank you so much.